two steps. They go combi, and then they go, I think there was 15 minutes, 10 minutes combi mode, so it's a little bit steam, and they finish them on the hot air. So they are, like when you touch them, you have this crispy skin. So, and what is good is that if you have always the same potatoes, like I must say that I just discovered the Cyprus potatoes yesterday.
The same size.
Same and quality. You know, like these potatoes you have in Cyprus, I have never seen. It's just amazing. So and they are so easy to cook. It's a very butter taste. If you have a bad quality potatoes, it takes longer. So what I would suggest, what would be the great thing is that you can find a recipe for it, and then you can modify it. You say, okay, maybe it is 4 more minutes, you save it, and then you know it should be always the same. Okay. Now I will try to make the color. We are on the 40 degrees inside, so because I will have it really fast, I will go 235 degrees, and we can see how fast it goes up. And how long it's going to lose the temperature. Maybe you mentioned that the cooking chamber, it's from the special stainless steel, which you should not ever touch with the hand and clean. The cleaning is so well done that it's actually forbidden to wash it, because automatic washing will do it. You shouldn't do it with a metal sponge. What else is this? Something I mentioned before when some people weren't here, that there's obviously the shower, which it is closed when the combi oven is working, so in order to prevent, flow. But as soon as you open it, it goes. Inside the menu, as an owner or as a one in charge, you can decide what you want for your people. You want close something they will never access, you can make a pin code into the settings. So it's very good, because sometimes you have people you don't know, they play around and they change something which you don't want. So you close the settings, they will never get there. Or you can close it as much that they can see only pictures. So they have a salmon there, and behind each picture is a recipe and cooking process. So they can only touch the pictures. It's usually designed for supermarkets when they have students and they are not very well educated, so they come and they touch this picture. Yeah, I think we're going to be ready in... Well, we are already reached the temperature, so it was again about less than minutes. Yes, I will move this into smaller. Yeah, well, actually here, this is something what I forget to put on the duck. The duck itself was with the skin, obviously. We took the skin away and we fried the skin in the combi oven, so now we have this almost a powder from it, and we use it as a garnish on the top, so you can actually try it. Yeah. Don't put it on YouTube.
No.
I know where you live.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it off so I can show you some other things. And the temperature inside is 230. Even it's turned off, the temperature will stay there, so I don't really have to waste money. I can wait 5 minutes, it will cook even it's off. I'm sorry. were talking about the cleaning, that from the water rinsing into the extra duty cleaning, it's all up to the chef or up to the person working in the kitchen. If you see it's very, very dirty, you decide for a cooking process. Easy cooking, we discussed that. This is something what it's a guide to your cooking. If you never do, I don't know, proofing the dough, you're making the bread. You don't want to wait 1 hour until the bread will rise. You go for a easy cooking proofing dough. And now I can check if there's a recipe. Yeah, it is telling me that this is a sub-menu where you can specify your chosen dish. So nobody ever, yet put the recipe inside, which is describing for what bread it is. So now we have universal proofing dough. I click on it and I can decide what time, how long, or how fast I want to have it. Then I have to go for 20 minutes. It will select the humidity, it will select the temperature inside and everything. I just put the bread dough inside, press start, and after 20 minutes my dough is ready to roll the bread. So this is something what is easy cooking representing. There's few more functions, which is rack timing we discussed, so I can have a time for each rack. And then we go back to settings. There are two ways of entering the setting. There's a user setting, there's something for you, where you're going to get your bean code, which is for now 1001. You can change the time, you can change the sound, and you can change the visibility of the display. You can make the locks, as we discussed. You can add pictures. You can turn on and turn off the functions. So, as I said, after each cooking process, I am informed how much money I spent. I am asked if I want to save it or not. I believe that it could bother someone if it is asking me 20, 50 times per day. So I basically can enable this function, or I can turn it on, turn it off, however you like. There is another way of entering the setting, which is for service. They have a different code. They can do the diagnostic through the basically settings. So there's no need to take apart the whole combi oven. They can actually access through their pin code and see if there is any problem. They can do the configuration and set it through it's very easy to open, so they don't take it, the oven with them and fix for forever. There's a lot of things they can fix right on the place. So it's been turned off for the last 5 minutes. Show you how it looks like. Now we go into steaming mode. I think this is maybe too rare. Maybe a few more minutes. So I'll go back to the one there. So I'll just do 220, 30 minutes, or actually 4 minutes, and it should be fine. It's a little pinky, so I don't want, if I want to eat minced meat so pinky, so I'll put it back. We would perhaps eat it at home, but I don't want to scare you. Okay, I'm really doing some things. See on the big pieces the distribution of the hot air, it's very equal, that every corner has the same temperature. So if we do the bread or cake, I think it happens to everyone that one side is more black and another side is rather light. Or if we do baguette, one side is more darker than the other. We're going to do here some pastry. We're going to put some pastry on it afterwards, and we see that each one will be same. Yes, you can choose what is your best for your product. If I go the manual mode, so I'll turn it off. If I will go here, you cannot see it maybe. Well, I'll just go manual, so I will have minutes and temperature. If I go hot air, it is automatically preset 180-30 minutes. If I go combi mode, it is automatically preset 160-30 minutes, 50% of the combi. If I will go steam, it is automatically preset 30 minutes, 99 degrees. This is something what comes from the factory as a preset. You can change it. You can obviously go into the temperature and change it. It is done because usually most of the restaurants are using 180. And if I go on the steam, 99% temperature is the best steam. It's not aggressive, it's not dry. It's a lot of production of the steam. So, and if we go combi, I can basically, clicking on this corner, I can decide if I want 20, 50, 80, it's up to me, because not every product has a different, basically, settings. But the 50 is something what you cannot ruin the meat. It's 99% of people are using 50%. But some, let's say top chefs, they go, this must have 10%, this must have 90%. You have this option. But the 50 is something what is perfect for stewing, for big meats, for fish, for almost everything. So, as I said in the beginning, now it's already annoying. It is hot, there's a lot of oil. Imagine if you would have to take this like this, it's full of the oil. If those ovens are, this orientation. You can recognize always the chef by the burns, how many burns. That means how busy you were last night. I'm lucky that I have only one.